recording. That's the clock. The time is 10:48, so we've only had just a couple of minutes break. Okay. So for clarity, I've got a sort of cheat sheet. This is the syllabus that I sent through again. We're going to go through verbatim as I sent through. This is purely just for reference. Everything that we go through, punching and elbow wise, for clarity, is for Western boxing and also Dutch kickboxing. So whilst there might be a tiny bit of contact, we're generally going to just stay away from sort of clinch work and Muay Thai techniques in general. I want to show technique in ideally all of its glory. So power and pace, I'm going to be using a bag, but for technical sort of where we want things to land, feints, directions, etc., I'm going to use a person. So for this section, I'll be using Isaac, who we saw in the fitness part of the grading. When it comes to a jab, so we're starting off with a jab. There's many different ways to jab, but from the Western boxing style of jab, we're going to have a nice straight jab. The feet are going to be bouncing, so I'm going to get up off my heels, going to be on my toes, I'm going to be moving, and I'm going to be active. Okay? So a nice jab, straight in, straight out, keeping my guard up, making sure my head is not too static. So as long as I'm moving and I've got my head going, I can throw a pumping jab. There are other jabs, so you can throw a flicker jab, we can throw like a power jab where we're stepping through, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm throwing a jab to set up a combination off of the jab. So it's more of a pumping jab, distance control, distance management. Isaac, can I borrow you now, please? So when we go in, I'm going to throw jab to set up a cross and a hook. This pumping jab is feeling out the distance. If I don't get a reaction or he doesn't react to it, I'm either too far or he's coming in too close and I'm getting nothing, and I need to make sure I manage the distance. I'm managing that with this jab. So I'm jab, I feel out, and when I get something, jab, cross, hook, and I step in, making sure that I'm aware that he's reacting to the jab. If he's focusing on something else, I don't step in, but as long as I get that reaction, I can start my combination. So I get the feel for it, and as soon as I'm ready, jab, cross, hook, and then I step. Jab, cross, hook, and then I go for the combination. Okay, if we just step this side for a second. So from the other side, it looks like jab, cross hook. Thank you, Isaac. I'm going to go for power and pace on the bag for a few. This time when I throw the hook, I'm also going to go from the body, but also to the head, just to show a little bit more variation in technique. So jab, cross, hook. So jab, cross, hook, at its very basic form, setting up the combination. So that's combination number one. Combination number two is the cross. For the cross, many different variations of cross. A power cross, where we let our back, our butt and our hips power through, enabling our punch to travel through with all of the torque and the body weight that we can generate coming through. We can also use the cross to add on to a combination. Jab, cross, hook, as we just saw in the last one. I'm using the cross to continue my attack. I can use a cross for distance management. instead of using that jab, I can retreat, throw across and go backwards and still maintain my distance. For the purpose of this one, I'm going to throw the cross off of a turning kick and come in and throw a cross and then a hook. Sorry, terrible memory. Cross, hook, okay? So Isaac, can I just borrow you? So again, we're going to go nice and slow for this one. I'm going to throw a turning kick, cross, then hook. It doesn't matter necessarily what leg you throw with, as long as I know that I'm going forward. So to see the cross, I'm going to throw the cross off the left. I throw a turning kick. I get any reaction or no reaction, I can still go forward. Turning kick, cross, throwing the hook, making sure I continue with the combination. Turning kick, cross, hook, again throwing through. If I go off the other side, the cross comes off the other side now, and we see what the turning kick, cross, hook. Turning kick, cross, hook. Cool, thank you, Isaac. So the technique, I'm just getting in, landing, and then coming off centre slightly with that hook. But the cross is the linchpin because it enables me to land the power shot and get in without anything bad happening to me or minimised. So turning kick, cross, hook. Turning kick, cross, hook. Cool, turning kick, cross, hook. We move on to the next one, number 3. Jab, cross, hook. So with the hook, we're enabling the hook to finish the combination. So the hook, with this one, we're using the person that we're hitting with as a barrier, again, to control the distance. So a distance management off a short range weapon now. Jab, cross, hook. When I throw the jab, cross, hook, again I'm throwing a Western boxing style hook. We could throw like a Thai or a Mexican hook, which is long range, like a mid-range weapon, and a long range hook. But for this one, it's a short, sharp, Western boxing style body rip almost, or head rip, coming in at that very typical right angle hook style. So again, Western boxing style hooks. Only for this portion. Isaac, can I borrow again, please? Jab, cross, hook, hook to finish. Jab, cross, hook, coming out the other side. Jab, cross, hook, coming out the other side. So jab, cross, hook, making it nice, short, sharp. Okay, for power and pace, jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. Okay? We'll do a couple more, and I'm just going to grab a quick drink. Okay, push kick, jab, cross, gazelle hook. Gazelle hook's just going to accentuate that distance management. It's going to cut a big angle, allowing us to escape, completely getting off a centre line. I throw a gazelle hook, and I'm scooting off to the side. The thing that makes a gazelle hook different from the standard hook is I'm exiting, I'm leaving. I'm going straight off, out from one side to the other. It's a big step as opposed to just that tiny little step. I am jumping as I throw that hook. Again, it's short, sharp, but I'm making a real effort to move my feet in one go at the same time to a different line of attack. Okay? Ideally, if their hips are facing me, I want to be almost at a right angle, not quite, but almost at a right angle to where I started the gazelle hook. So I am travelling off this one. There's many ways of throwing the gazelle hook, but here we're kind of teaching use it for distance control, distance management, because it's such a big movement, we don't want to be in the air any longer than we need to be. So, Isaac, can I borrow you again, please? Forgive me, sorry, I forgot the combination. Push kick, jab, cross, gazelle hook. So I'm starting long range, and I'm going to end up short range, and I'm going to end up off centre. So, push kick, jab, cross, straight off centre, coming out at a right angle. Cool, thank you, Isaac. So, push kick, jab, cross, gazelle hook. Cool. Right, last one for a little break. We're going jab, cross, miss hook, back fist, cross. Jab, cross, miss, back fist, cross. Focusing on the back fist. With the back fist, we don't want to move the elbow too much. If we're swinging the arm, we're going to lose power, we're going to lose surprise. So we want to keep it hidden until the last minute. Unless it's a spinning reverse back fist, we're not really looking to generate power off this one. We're looking to obscure the vision. Isaac, could I borrow you pretty please? When I throw the back fist, it's got to be across his eyes. I know that if I throw a hook to miss, and I throw a back fist from here, I'm not generating power. But again, remember please, this one, this type, we're not throwing it to generate power, we're generating it to disguise what happens next. If the guard comes up, great. He blocks, his vision is temporarily blocked. Don't block it, please. If he doesn't block it, his vision is still obscured. If you do a layback for us, please. Again, his vision is still obscured. Whatever movement I get, he knows he's not in trouble off the back fist. I also know that I can't just throw a back fist and expect nothing else to come back, because the back fist is not going to deter him from attacking me. Sorry, apologies. Jab, cross, hook to miss, back fist, cross. So the cross, that's the one we want to land, the power shot, as we discussed earlier with the cross. This is the time for me to throw the power off the backhand and unload the power of my hips, back and butt through the power of misdirection from the back fist. So it's jab, cross, throw a hook to miss, obscure, then unload down the pipe with that heavy hand off the back. Jab, cross. Sorry, my bad. Cool, thank you, Isaac. So, power and pace on the bag. Jab, cross, miss, and unload down the pipe. that's the back fist. Just going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back, finish off the last section of the punches and elbows.